The introduction to Spartan warfare sets the stage by exploring the intricate balance between brute force and subtle strategy that made the Spartans an influential military power. At its core, Spartan warfare is not just about the might of their armies, but incorporates a complex system of training, discipline, and social structure that created warriors of unmatched tenacity and unity. This context underscores the idea that the Spartans were unbeatable, not solely because of their swords, but because of the unique strengths embedded within their society. The importance of understanding this context lies in recognizing that the Spartans' true power arose from qualities beyond physical might. The significance can be seen in their rigorous training programs, known as the agoge, which molded boys into resilient soldiers and forged a collective identity centered on discipline and loyalty to the state. The Spartans' ability to fight as a cohesive unit, rather than as individuals, marked a revolutionary approach to warfare and set a standard for military excellence that echoed throughout history. One historical example illustrating this point is the Battle of Thermopylae, where 300 Spartans, alongside other Greek allies, held off a vastly superior Persian force. This was not just a testament to their fighting skills, but also demonstrated the strength of their training, strategy, and psychological fortitude. Another example is the Peloponnesian War, where Sparta's strategic use of alliances and understanding of naval warfare allowed them to challenge and eventually bring down Athens, a city then unmatched in terms of naval power and wealth. Supporting this idea, many historians have praised the Spartan system for its singular focus on producing elite warriors and fostering a culture of sacrifice and unity, which contemporary societies have tried to emulate in various forms of disciplined military training and team-oriented sports. Nonetheless, there are challenges and controversies in glorifying the Spartan model. Critics argue that this system placed extreme pressures on individuals, sacrificed personal freedoms, and was unsustainable over the long term, leading to Sparta's eventual decline. Additionally, the heavy reliance on an enslaved population, the helots, to sustain their way of life, raises ethical concerns and questions about the sustainability of their social structure. Thus, understanding Spartan warfare's context not only illuminates their military prowess, but reveals the broader implications of how these subtle strengths influenced both their success and eventual downfall. This context is integral to comprehending the interplay between societal structures and military achievements, highlighting that true strength often lies beyond mere physical prowess. To explore the heading, Beyond the Sword, the subtle strengths that made Spartans unbeatable, we must delve into the non-martial attributes that contributed to the legendary reputation of the Spartan warriors. The Spartans are often recognized for their military prowess, but equally crucial were their societal and cultural frameworks, which forged not only warriors but resilient individuals dedicated to their city-state. These subtle strengths included their unwavering discipline, social cohesion, and the rigorous education system known as the agoge. Discipline in Spartan society extended beyond the battlefield. It was a foundational principle, ingrained from a young age through the agoge, an education and training regimen for Spartan males. This curriculum emphasized physical endurance, tactical proficiency, and social unity, ensuring that every Spartan operated with precision and loyalty. The importance of this discipline lay in its ability to unify Spartan warriors with a singular purpose, making their phalanx formations nearly unbreakable and their military maneuvers efficient and effective. A prime example of Spartan discipline can be seen in the Battle of Thermopylae, where a small contingent of Spartans held off a significantly larger Persian force, showcasing not just martial skill, but also unwavering resolve. Additionally, the communal lifestyle in Sparta minimized distractions and encouraged adherence to their societal values, fostering an environment where personal sacrifice for communal gain was revered. Supporters of the idea that these subtle strengths significantly contributed to Spartan success argue that discipline and unity were crucial in creating a powerful and cohesive fighting force. They contend that without these underlying societal structures, Spartan military success might not have been as profound or enduring. Critics, however, point to the rigid nature of Spartan society as a potential weakness, suggesting that their inflexible system could stifle innovation and adaptability. Moreover, the reliance on a subjugated class, the helots, to maintain their economy while Spartan men trained for warfare presents an ethical and practical dilemma. This system could be viewed as unsustainable and oppressive, potentially inviting internal strife. Despite these challenges, the subtle strengths of Spartans influenced their uncompromising dedication to military excellence and societal cohesion, closely intertwining with their reputation as fearsome warriors. These elements extended beyond the battlefield, making the Spartans unbeaten in their time, not just through martial prowess, but through a culture that bred unparalleled dedication and unity. The Spartan agoge, a rigorous education and training program, was much more than just preparation for physical combat. It played a pivotal role in shaping Spartan society and their legendary military prowess. Defined not only by its emphasis on martial skills, the agoge was a multifaceted system that aimed at cultivating discipline, resilience, loyalty, and critical thinking among Spartan youth. Beginning at age 7, Spartan boys were enrolled in this state-controlled education system, where they learned to endure hardships, developed strong bonds with their peers, and were instilled with the values of Spartan society, such as austerity, obedience, and communal responsibility. This aspect of Spartan training was significant because it went beyond merely honing combat skills. It built a holistic warrior who was physically, mentally, and morally equipped for the demands of Spartan life and warfare. The agoge ensured that Spartans were not only skilled soldiers but also exemplary citizens, bound by a shared ethos that contributed to the cohesion and effectiveness of the Spartan army. Two specific examples illustrate the importance of the agoge. First, the famous Battle of Thermopylae, where a small contingent of Spartans and their allies held off a vastly superior Persian force, demonstrated the unwavering discipline and tactical acumen instilled by the agoge. Second, the societal role of Spartans as an elite ruling class in Lacedaemonia showcased how the agoge prepared its trainees for governance and leadership within the unique Spartan social structure. Supporters of the agoge system highlight its success in creating one of the most formidable militaries of ancient times, emphasizing the disciplined lifestyle and unity it fostered. However, the agoge also faced criticism and controversy, particularly regarding its harshness and the emphasis on conformity over individuality. Critics argue that the system's brutality, at times involving starvation and ritualized combat, was inhumane and that it stifled personal development beyond military imperatives. Despite these challenges and differing viewpoints, the agoge's influence was undeniable, shaping other aspects such as Spartan cultural values and social organization. Its emphasis on resilience and a shared identity helped maintain the city-state's stability, ensuring the Spartans remained a cohesive force that extended well beyond their battlefield victories. Thus, while the Spartan agoge was integral to their legendary military success, it also underscores the broader theme of how subtle strengths, such as psychological fortitude and societal unity, were as crucial as physical prowess in making the Spartans seemingly unbeatable. The heading, Beyond the Sword, the Subtle Strengths That Made Spartans Unbeatable, focuses on the intangible qualities and strategic elements that contributed to the dominance of the Spartans, beyond their renowned military prowess. Contrary to the popular depiction of Spartans as merely fierce warriors adept with weapons, their true strength lay in a combination of discipline, loyalty, and innovation in governance. The Spartan society was meticulously designed to foster a sense of communal duty and resilience, values that fortified their military endeavors. One of the key factors that made the Spartans stand out was the agoge, the rigorous education and training regimen that started in childhood. This system focused not only on physical strength, but also instilled discipline, teamwork, and a deep-seated loyalty to Sparta. The significance of the agoge is profound. It created warriors who fought not for individual glory, but for the collective success of their state. This loyalty and unwavering discipline are crucial in understanding how Spartans could withstand overwhelming odds in battle. An example of this strength in practice is the Battle of Thermopylae, where a small contingent of Spartans, led by King Leonidas, held off a vastly superior Persian force. Their ability to maintain formation and execute strategies under pressure was a testament to their training and sense of duty. Another illustration is the Battle of Plataea, where coordinated Spartan tactics played a decisive role in defeating the Persians, highlighting their strategic acumen and communal ethos. Supporters of this view often point to the resilience of the Spartan system, crediting their social and military organization as vital to their historical success. However, this approach is not without its detractors. Critics argue that the Spartan emphasis on military excellence came at the expense of cultural and economic development, contributing to their eventual decline. Furthermore, reliance on a rigid societal structure left little room for flexibility in times of change. These subtle strengths did not exist in isolation, but were deeply interconnected with other aspects of Spartan society, such as governance and social hierarchy. The synergy between their military discipline and societal structure reinforced their ability to project power and maintain stability. While their methods were controversial and perhaps ultimately unsustainable, the subtle strengths of Spartan society, transcending mere martial skill, orchestrated their historic achievements on and off the battlefield. Through this lens, we see that the might of the Spartans lay not only in the sword, but in a holistic approach to strength and statecraft.